What's up? This is Jesse James Guerrero. I don't know if you can see me. Let me see if you can see my teeth. Kind of see it going on. It's so dark. Anyway, here I am. These are my hands moving. Just came back from a 50-minute physical activity right after work. Feel great. Feel blessed. Feel privileged to 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 exercise and use the body that Jehovah gave me. Still 45 going on 46. Sweating sometimes is a privilege, exertion on your own behalf for your benefit and not anyone else's is a privilege. It makes you feel alive. It's crucial to detach from distractions like social media, electronics, uh, all the worldly distractions like responsibilities like bills and stuff like that. So when you exert yourself, that's all you think about. And I'm gonna give you guys the privilege of knowing how I develop my personal identity fitness. Meaning, everyone has a personal identity, but how fit is your personal identity? Is it flux? Is it subject to the the whims of change, the fickle finger of popularity? Are you 1 minute a gangster, then the next minute an intellectual, the next minute you're, a playboy and stuff like that? You can be those sorts of things, but who are you truly, really? So this is what I say. This is the point where I say it's a privilege for me to share this with you guys, and a privilege for you guys to hear it. Instead of focusing on the exercise, like say for example I'm running, say for example I'm sprinting, say for example I'm stretching, instead of thinking of like counting, like okay, let me just hold this position for 10 seconds or 20 seconds, and let me switch, let me do this, or let me run, and just like focus on the poles that I run past, the light poles, or how many street lights I run past. Those things really may not matter to your personal identity and the fitness of your personal identity. So this is what I do, and this was formulated over years. I begin by saying my name is Jesse James Guerrero. I was born Thursday, May 8th, 1975, to Letitia and Orlando Guerrero. I was the fourth of what would swiftly be their 6 children. I have been tested in life, and I've proven to be a titan. I've achieved acknowledgement outside of this book. That's why this book will be acknowledged. I continue immediately to go on to say, I was defeated and I was crushed. They took delight in my demise. In their moments of jubilation, as they dissipated in the various directions, they failed to recognize the faintest of pulses returned to my floored body. I was floored, but not fatally. Somehow I was kept alive. Many years later, I returned, revitalized, restored, and rejuvenated, with the character of a man tested in the furnace of adversity. And behold, I am golden. And you say stuff like that, you know who your identity is. It's almost on a cellular level. You'll know who you are. When things get tough and adversity hits, at least you'll know who you are. Because, like, for example, say you say, yeah, I could do this. Whether it's like, I can handle the responsibilities of a mortgage, or I can handle the business goal that I have, or the personal social goal that you have. Like, I'm not good at preserving romantic relationships, but you could apply it to that. When things get hard and challenging, you question so many different things because you thought your ability to handle something was not subject to change. Then when you find out it is subject to change and you can't handle it, and you try to tell yourself, yeah, I can't handle these bills, I can't handle this mortgage payment, I can do this, and then you realize, you got to do the math. It's not adding up. You can't. Then you question your identity. So when I do these sorts of exercises, I know if other things change and I can't do these other things, I know who I am, and it allows me to know you can continue. You can continue because like this times, no, not this last time that I ran, but the previous time I ran, and it was like 4 days, 7 days that I didn't run before, and my hip was a little bit hurting, and I did it with the greatest, not the greatest of ease, but I did it with the most significant ease that I've done it ever, and I didn't what I did was I kept saying those sayings like, "Yo, my name is Jesse James Guerrero. I was born Thursday, May 8th, 1975, to Letitia and Orlando Guerrero. I was fortunate to what to be their 6 children. I've tested in life and I've proven to be a titan. I've achieved acknowledgement outside this book. That's why this book will be great. I mean, that's why this book will be acknowledged." Saying that over and over and over and over. And then when I got exerted, when it was time to hit the hill, that's when I implemented the other one. I was defeated and I was crushed. They took the light in my demise. In the moments of jubilation, as they dissipated in various directions, they failed to recognize the faintest pulse of return to my floored body. I was floored but not fatally. Somehow I was kept alive. Many years later, I returned revitalized, restored, rejuvenated, with the character of a man tested in the furnace of adversity. And behold, I am golden. And in that instance, I passed the end game, the end destination. And I was like, oh snap, I overdid it, and I wasn't tired or fatigued or my mind wasn't wandering. But anyway, there is power in identifying who you really are, and so I would encourage you guys to maybe implement this and stuff like that. The first ways that I think I used to do that was I used to go in an upside down position and I used to say these things because that's a stressful, somewhat stressful position. And then, you know, if you can say it and understand it and appreciate it when you're upside down or in a stressful situation, then you can really do it. Anyway, be well, be safe, guys. Time for me to go in the house.